race week. Well, it's race day. The race is today, the Faultline Ultra. I'm doing the 11K. Got all my stuff there. Yeah, the race kicks off at an hour and a half, so it's about 7:30 right now. In about 15 minutes, I'll get all my stuff on, get warmed up, jog over to the start line. It's about a mile, and then we take the cable car up to the actual start line. Yeah, I'll kind of finish my warm up at the proper start line. Then we get a race briefing 15 minutes before the start, and then we're off. Yeah, exciting stuff. Gonna give it my best and gonna have some fun. Let's rock and roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bit of a test, I seem to face up to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. Don't touch me, I'm a real live wire. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Better run, 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 run away. I'm not sure if I'm still on course. I think I'm at it. Taking the wrong turn, but we'll see. Oh, it's so misty. I love it. I'd be enjoying it more if I wasn't in so much pain. It's beautiful. Say something once, why say it again? Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? I think again I might have taken a wrong turn. I'm not sure. I'm doubling back because I think, yeah, I took a wrong turn, which is gutting. But it is what it is. That's where I came from. This is where I wanted to go. Oh, fuck. Well, it's about an extra 800 meters I've done. Keep fighting and try and make it back. Finally made it back to the road. I think I know where I'm going from now. What a fucking neat course. From here, just straight along the waterfront. Jeez, finished up the race now. I feel like trash. I am currently making my way to a rubbish bin, hoping to hold in my vomit before I get there. But oh gosh, so tough. Checked it off though. Got the job done, and I think that was a decent performance. Okay. Oh my gosh. Holy fuck. Faultline Ultra 11K. Done. Whew. Okay. So the Faultline Ultra 11K is wrapped up. I finished, I don't know, just under 2 hours ago. Yeah, That was cool. Yeah, it was 11k. I think on the website it actually says 11.2k. I did it in a time of 1 hour, 11 minutes and 31 seconds. I came 6th overall. There's still people finishing, so I don't know how many actually did the race, but I won my age group, male 20 to 29. My goal was to win overall. That was a goal that I set at the start of the year when I kind of planned out my year. For a bit of context, I've been sick for the last basically month, and the month before that I was doing pretty light training, kind of recovering from my first Ironman 70.3 and then just getting into a bit of base training. So haven't really done any intensity for over 2.5 months really. Halfway through February is when I started tapering for the half Ironman. That's the last bit of solid intensity that I did. So I guess that's 2 months. And I basically haven't trained at all in the last 3 weeks. So it's kind of not the most ideal preparation for a race, and then when you're going in with the goal to win. But my plan was basically just go hard, stick at the front for as long as I could, and just see how that went. So we started to the first sort of 1.5k. I was in 3rd place, sitting pretty nicely. The course wasn't marked very well. A couple people, I don't want to say they cut the course, I'm sure they did it on accident, but took a wrong turn and ended up a bit in front of me. They didn't pass me, but yeah, so I was in 5th basically. Then we got onto the trails. It was pretty steep uphill trails. It was about 200 meters of climbing in about 2k, maybe 3k. And that was pretty much all the climbing for the whole race. So I passed one of those people and then one other person passed me, so I was, yeah, in about 5th. And then I didn't see anyone from about 3k to about 8k. And yeah, that whole time I was kind of just pushing as hard as I could, and I felt reasonably good. At the start, my heart rate jumped so hard and it was tough, but I definitely settled into the pace and I felt pretty good. I definitely felt better as it went on. So yeah, then just as we were getting to the sort of the end of the descending and we were kind of getting back onto the road, which we would then take down to the waterfront, I took a big wrong turn. It was a fork in the road, or on the trail. I don't know whether it was my fault or whether it was poorly marked. In my mind, the marking should be before the fork in the road. It was after. In hindsight, what I should have done was, because I didn't know where to go, stop, look down both trails and look for the marker. I didn't do that. I just took a gamble and went the wrong way for probably about 2 minutes. And that was downhill. So then I came across a lady who was just walking, not a part of the event at all, but I asked her if she'd seen any runners come through and she said no. So I turned around. It was probably 3 minutes back because it was then uphill. Got back to the fork, went the other way. Maybe 10 meters down the path was the marking, which, yeah. I mean, it's my responsibility to know where to go and to make that judgment call, and I just made the wrong call. There definitely was the kind of the sentiment from the runners was that it was poorly marked, but this event isn't really geared towards the 11k. It was, you know, there was a 100 miler, 100k, a 50k, 24k, 11k and a 6k. It really was focused towards those longer distances. Could have been done better, but it's, at the end of the day, it's the runner's responsibility. So I made that mistake there. I would say it cost me about 5 minutes, so maybe I could have finished in an hour and 6 minutes. That would have put me in 4th and pretty close to 3rd, so I could have been fighting for a podium. I wasn't though, because at the end of the day, yeah, I made that call and that was wrong. That's the only kind of part of the race where I felt like I didn't get the best out of myself, and it wasn't so much a physical ability, it was more of a decision making thing. But yeah, then sort of got off the trails and tried to push it hard. Felt pretty decent as we kind of were descending. It was about 200 meters probably of descent in maybe 2k, mostly on road. Had a couple road crossings there. I was seeing people from the 6k race and it was kind of good to have somebody to chase and pass and then keep going. The volunteers, especially in this part, were giving some really good encouragement and that was helpful. And I was just, you know, enjoying knowing that I could be done soon. Then I got to the waterfront, so just flat. I thought it was a bit longer. I thought it was like 2k, but it ended up being just over 1k, I think. That was pretty tough. Couldn't really get my legs moving as fast as I would have liked. Didn't get the pace too quick. I think I was just, yeah, too fatigued from the previous 10k of racing hard. Finished up nicely, felt pretty trash at the finish line. Did think I was going to throw up, but I did not. Not satisfied, but I am proud of what I did. I tried my best and that's all you can do. Today my best wasn't good enough, but I'll get back to work, hopefully get some consistent training. I think I'm pretty much back to a full recovery from my illness, which has been strangely lingering for a really long time. Luckily I don't think today's effort actually made it worse. I kind of thought it was going to. I kind of thought this was probably a bad decision to race, but I wanted to. I think it worked out pretty well. So I'll get back to work and one day my best will be good enough and it's going to be a good day. So yeah, Faultline Ultra, 11k, it was pretty good. Psycho killer.